Hi, I just wanted to share my experience on the first day of college. So basically, I went to my college. My brother guided me to my first class. I got to my first class and my brother bid me farewell. I chose a seat. I sat down, right? And I look at my teacher and he looks super zen. Like he's wearing like one of those shirts of like those people that say like namaste and all that stuff. And I was like, wow, that's my kind of teacher. But unfortunately, I got to my class kind of late. So I didn't really get to know about them. So he went over the notes and the syllabus, and I just pretty much was drawing the whole time. Um, there was nobody really notable in that class I can think of. So moving on to my second class, I believe I got there late as well. I walked around my school since I took it took 6 years for me to actually get into college, for different reasons. I pretty much not in the same grade level as my graduating high school friends. So I was very surprised when I saw my friend Cassie in high school. I mean, in college. I asked her how she was, and I asked her if she could take me to my next class. So she took me, and I ended up in my math class. Right, my math class was well. I got one of the front seats, and my teacher seemed pretty cool. We went over the syllabus as well, and everyone had their laptops out in every single class, and I was like one of the only ones that didn't really have a laptop, so that was interesting. Um, then moving on to my last class, so I got to my class late because I got misdirected by someone. They told me it was in a specific building, but it turns out it was a different building. So I got to my class late, and it turns out everybody's doing PowerPoints. And I sat in the corner, and the girl next to me was literally doing her PowerPoint on her phone, like last minute. I was like, well, I don't have anything to make a PowerPoint, so I'm just gonna wing it. So then it was my turn. I went up. I pretty much introduced myself. I said what I did during the summer. I told them I did many things like performed and sang and hung out with friends. I also told them my favorite things, and I concluded my presentation and everybody applauded for me. I sat down and this one guy seemed really excited about me, and that was really cool. So in that class, I made two new friends. I was very glad. We walked outside of the classroom, and everything was good. The teacher put me and some other guy to work on a playlist. Also, something embarrassing happened. When the teacher was going over two videos, I my mind decided for some reason it was interesting to it was more interested in searching up a song and putting it in the playlist during class. So I pulled up my Spotify and I accidentally clicked on BB No Money, and he started singing out loud, and he embarrassed me in front of the whole class, and the teacher looked at me like if I was the rudest piece of ever. So after class I apologized horribly because I made myself look worse. And anyways, I moved on. So me, the girl, and the guy went to the cafeteria, but like me and the girl didn't have any money, so we didn't really do anything. And then we pretty much went our own ways. But shout out to my new friends. I'll name drop them next video if they are okay with it. Bye.